Good day, everyone, and welcome to today's training session. This is to officially welcome each and every one of you to this very session of our solar power system installation. This is the very first live class that you guys are having. This is our live class. This is our live training session on what solar power system installations. This is where we are going to be walking you guys through everything and all you need to know about solar power system installations. We have started the first phase, which took place on the WhatsApp platform, where we walked you guys through different phases. That class you guys had on WhatsApp platform was divided into three phases. If you guys do follow up the lectures on the WhatsApp platform where we talk freely, you
All
see
right.
that it is in three
I
phases.
don't.
The
But
first phase
sorry.
was introducing the course and the topic and the course, solar power system installation, where we made sure to tell you guys that when we talk about solar power system, we are talking about the energy
They don't do
conversion.
some
Please,
premier. I can.
please, we have said this over and over. If you are here, kindly mute yourself if you are in a noisy place. Do not interrupt the activities of this class. Kindly mute yourself. We have said it before. There are some noises from the background which are not supposed to be. Alright. So we told you guys that the we told you guys that when you talk about the solar power system, it simply tells you that this is the energy gotten from the sun. When one of the solar system components absorbs the rays of the sun, it converts to electricity for you to be able to use in your facilities. You're right? Yeah, that is very correct. The second phase, okay, to continue with the first phase, it also tells you that there are two different types of solar power system. We talk about the on-grid, we talk about the off-grid. When you talk about the on-grid type of solar power system, it means that you are going to be having electricity in your facility, in your uh, house, or wherever you want that system to be 24 hours, which simply means that you are not just only going to be on one power supply source, you have the flexibility and opportunity of being on more than one power supply source at a time. That is to say, you can be on solar, you can be on the grid, you can be on generator and any other available type of power supply source. And then we talk about the upgrade. The upgrade tells you that you are only going to have your solar system set up alone for you, which means when your solar panels are no longer producing charges for you, you will not have power in your facility. That is what that means. Two, the second phase of the training tells you, introduces all the various solar components, talking about the solar panel, solar inverter, solar charge controller, solar batteries. Four basic types of what solar components. We went ahead to wrap it up with telling you about the various techniques, how you can do the basic work installation. Right? Yes. Now, we are here tonight for what? For simple things. This simple thing can cause a whole lot of issues for you if you do not take care of it. Yes. Why we are here is to walk you guys through the process of solar power system designs. Alright, yes. Through the process of solar power system designs. What are we talking about and how do you arrive at this topic? So when we talk about solar power system designs, remember at the end of our training course on lectures on WhatsApp platform, a question or some questions came up. How can you be able to know how many batteries, how many panels, how long the system will last? I will keep telling you that you need to carry out what we call an energy audit. That is what we call system design. When we talk about solar energy design, we are basically trying to let you know and have a guide you to have a proper idea of
Observation.
how you can be able, how you can be able to, how you can be able to know how many solar panels, how many batteries, how many charge controllers that will be suitable to power up your facilities. That is what we are here to do tonight. So, if we are to go ahead to talk about energy audit, we will tell you that energy audit is divided into two. On one hand, it tells you about your energy need. And on the other hand, it uses the information of your energy need to size your various solar components. It simply means, when we say energy need, it simply means, or it simply tries to tell you that your facility is consuming an amount of energy through the various appliances or loads which is to be powered using the solar system. Yes. So in order for you to know your energy need, it simply means that you have to have a good idea of what you are powering up, at what time you are going to power it up, and how long you wish to power it up. So this information is what you actually need. And then you will use that information of your energy need to size your various solar components. So let's take, for instance, if the energy need of your facility is 4,000 watts, you are expected to use 4,000 watts to size your various solar components. All right. I am going to share my screen right now. I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. I believe you all can see my screen. All right. Kindly indicate. Can you all see my screen? Please kindly indicate. Can you all see my screen? All right. Mr. Rotalo can see my screen. Who else can see my screen? Mr. Deniji can see it. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, I believe a reasonable number of persons can see my. Okay, Mr. Rosito. Please pardon me if I murder your name. Some of the names are foreign to me, alright? Okay, Mr. Caleb can as well see, alright, thank you so much. So, this is this is from the training manual that we told you guys that we have for you. So this is a page from it. For those of you who already have it, congratulations to you guys. So you must already have idea of what we are displaying on this screen right now. So this is the topic we are talking about, energy audit. From my screen, you can see that energy audit is the determination of the energy requirement for a building. It is the determination of the energy requirement for a building. It is the careful examination of the electrical loads. Yes, a careful examination of all the electrical loads. So it simply means that you want to know how much energy those your appliances, your fan, your radio, your TV, your freezer, your refrigerator, your phone is going to be consuming when you would power them up using the solar system. Alright. In the third or on the third paragraph, where you have energy audit helps you prevent oversizing of the system, safeguarding your electrical appliances from damaging from inappropriate usage, and it what generally saves you cost. For this phase, we are going to be talking about two things here. One, how the energy audit helps you to prevent oversizing, and two, how it also helps you to save what cost. What it simply means is that if you are called for a solar system. Okay, Mr. Denji, you are saying you are not seeing the screen. Please, you will have to log in again. I think others are seeing it. Uh, uh, can you all see my screen? Or is there anyone not seeing my screen here?
You can see.
Okay. Okay, I believe so others are seeing the screen. So, Mr. Deniji, I think it's your device. Kindly log out and log in again, okay? So you can have a view of the screen. Thank you. So you can see the screen. Since others are seeing it, so it's from your end, probably your network or something. Alright. So energy audit helps you to do what? To prevent what? Oversizing. Just like saying, if a client has invited us to run a solar power system for him in his facility, and we did not carry out uh, energy audits, we just went ahead to quote whatever we like. Have we done the needed thing? Yes, but then we must have done what? A bad job. Why? Because we did not size the system. If he just wants to power his television and his radio, and we are giving him 5 kV or 10 kV, that is oversizing of the system. And the consequence of that is on the cost implication of installing that system. That is the consequence of that. So you must at every point in time, I say again, size your what? Your system. Now, when you talk about safety, we are going to take that as from the second side of this. From the second side of this course, we are going to take that as well. So, when you talk about safety as it concerns the solar power system, we are saying that it is not just you being able to connect your charge controllers, your batteries, your solar panels together. No, you must also make sure that you provide safety as it concerns your solar power system. Just as you safeguard your conventional electricity supply, you must also safeguard the life of your solar power system. Making sure to use what? To use your surge, earthing, grounding, breakers, and a whole lot of safety components or devices, which is what, which is very, very what important when it comes to solar power system installations. I am going to share my screen again. I'm going to be sharing my screen again to show you guys the safety tools and gadgets. When I say safety tools, to show you guys the safety tools and gadgets we're talking about here. Alright, I believe you all can see my screen again. Please, I will say this again. If you are just joining this platform and you are in a noisy place, kindly mute yourself, please. Kindly mute yourself so as not to disrupt the activities of the class. Please kindly mute yourself so as not to disrupt the activities of the class. Please kindly mute yourself. Alright, thank you. I believe you all can see my screen right now.
No.
That would be great if you can see the screen. So I'll be sure that what I'm displaying is what is showing on my screen. Alright, Mr. Manuel can see my screen. Any other person who can see my, okay? Okay, I think a whole lot of persons can see the screen. Alright, I think you all can see my screen. Okay, so when we talk about safety, like I was telling you guys earlier, we are talking about you making use of these various components that are showing on my screen, making use of them in order to safeguard the life of your solar system and also the life of your home appliances as well. Okay, because you don't just safeguard the life of your home of your solar components and then leave out your home appliances as well. When we also talk about your safety as it concerns solar power system, your safety comes in two forms, just as your solar power system also comes in two forms. Just as the solar power system also comes in two forms. You have the AC side and you have the DC side as well. This thing is messing up right now. Okay, hold on. This is not where it's supposed to show. You have the AC side and you have the DC side.
I
For
don't
your
like my phone.
AC side, you are expected to use. Please, who is doing this? Mr. Yusuf Kamara, I have muted you before. Why are you unmuting yourself and there is so much noise coming from your background? Don't unmute yourself again, please. There's so much noise coming from your background. You are disrupting our activities here. I hope you all can still hear me clearly. Alright. please mute yourselves, okay? So now we can enjoy the class together. All right. So to summarize on this safety, if you look at the new picture I'm displaying on my screen, you will see that these are this is what we call the safety box or the PV box or the PV combiner box, where you have your breakers, where you have your fuse, where you have your surge as well. So even if you are an electrician and you are very familiar with your breakers and your fuse, when it comes to solar power system, you do not claim to be a professional here, because your solar power system has different sides. It has the AC side and it also has the what, the DC side as well. So, and you must, as a professional, use the right tool for it. The breakers are of different types. You have the MCBs, you have the MCCBs, you have the RCBs. They also have their different functionalities. Do you know how to apply this the right way? All right. So this is where we will leave it for the introductory part of this work, of this course. We know that you all have questions to ask. A whole lot of questions might be piled up right now for us. You don't have anything to worry about. We will also take questions here. However, before we take the questions, as the class is ongoing, all you need to do is what? We ask you to come here with your study materials, especially your writing materials. Put those questions down in your writing materials, and when the time comes for the questions, you tell us your name and your what and your location, and then we can have those questions. And also, this class is also being what, recorded as we are speaking to you guys right now. The class is also being what, recorded. All right. So, and for because of network connectivity's sake and other challenges which might occur, um, it is being recorded and so will be sent out to you guys, even though it is only those who fulfill our righteousness that these videos will be sent out to completely. And by now, I think most of you should know what I mean by what fulfilling all righteousness. So yes, the class is being recorded live as we are here right now. Okay, so having said all that, having spoken so much for a long time, let us take the first phase of questions. All right, who is going first? Let's hear from you guys. Let's hear from you guys. Quickly, quickly, quickly.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good day. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Okay, Caleb's on the line from Abeokuta. So my question is this: as regards this energy audit, there are times we consider the use of tubular batteries and lithium-ion batteries. Now, there's a person that is interested in lithium battery, but going for a 24 volt system, a 3.5 kVA, so to speak. Let's say 3.5 to 4.5 kVA, within that range. So, what lithium battery capacity would you advise for that person?
Well, well, that is way above the energy audit you are doing. You are now doing a complete system design, and this is not where we discuss that. Mr. I said you are Phillips, right?
Sir?
You said you are Mr. Phillips from Abeokuta, right? Okay,
Caleb.
Caleb. All right,
Yes,
okay,
Caleb.
okay, okay, fine, Caleb. So
Yeah.
we will discuss that in the next coming session, in the paid class for
Okay.
for you guys. All right,
Okay, no problem.
because there are so many things you need to put into consideration
Okay.
before you can actually do that.
Okay, no problem.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you, sir.
Yes, you're welcome. So, anybody who has a question from what we have discussed so far, so good. What we have discussed so far,
Yes,
so good.
sir. You
Yes.
Hello.
you
Yeah.
mentioned the different types of breakers that
Hold on, you guys are not
displayed.
following. You guys are not following the rules. You tell us your name and your location. Don't just speak. Okay, follow the rules,
Hello?
please.
Am I the one on?
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Robert.
Hello?
Robert, go
Okay,
ahead.
yes, yes, sir. Thanks, sir, for such a training, and this is something that we have been looking up for. But without introduction, I'm Robert B. Fala Jr. I'm calling from Monrovia, Liberia. So, by profession, I'm a satellite technician, and I have some points to strike. For one is the time of the training, is online, and for we technicians, we work almost 20 hours a day and 7 days a week. So as I speak right now, I'm currently on the field. So I just spoke with Mr. Matthew from Liberia here, and he's in Kanta, another city. So I was about to pay my training fee before the training started. So I got caught up between the process, paying the money and listening. So I will pay it after today's session. But where I have the problem here is your pace. You are going too fast, and you are going too fast. Number one, and the time schedule is too early for some of us. But it's not a problem if majority has this time as convenient. So if majority has this time as convenient, my only problem here will be the pace, your pace.
Okay,
You're going too fast, and you need to break down a little bit.
okay,
And
sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Let
my
us
other
have.
point of observation, are you there?
Yeah, go ahead quickly, please. Our time
And,
is
and my,
fast.
my
We
other
are
point
running
of
out.
and my other point of observation is the training manuals that you talk about always. Are we going to pay extra money for the training manual, or it is embedded within the training fee?
We have always, if it is for that, we have always said it is a one-time payment that covers the training manual and videos. You don't have to pay any extra fee at all.
Okay, great, thank you.
Yes. So
So,
quickly to address your issue of timing, the timing is perfect, but then everyone is busy. Okay, everyone is
all
busy
right.
doing one thing or the other. But then that is why we have also made provision for videos. So
Okay, okay.
once you are able to pay your enrollment fees, you are going to be getting videos that are pre-recorded already, which you can study and then come back for your questions as well. Even if we are
All
running the
right.
class like we are running like now, we are also recording it and will be shared with you, sir. So also,
Okay.
so also, for those of you who have already paid for the class, when we start officially the paid class, you will see that we are not going to be rushing as we are rushing right now. Okay,
Okay.
this is the preliminary stages. We need to cover a whole lot of things at a time, at a specific time. But then when we get to the other side of it, we'll take it bit by bit, and you'll get to really understand everything and how we are running these things.
Okay, so there's no problem. Thank you so much, and I do really appreciate you once more. So I'm logging out. I'm logging out now, and once I pay the money, I'm going to once I pay my registration fee, I'm going to get the training video, right?
You'll get it immediately, no problem. You get it immediately. Just once you log out, make the payment, send the proof of payment for confirmation, and then we can take it off from there. You have no issues.
Okay, so Mr. Murphy must have spoke already. So once I leave the fee, then I'll make the payment to him. He will let you know. I will screenshot the transaction details and send it to you.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, I beg to leave right now.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so
All right.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
yes, okay, good day, sir. Please, you just have 2 minutes for your own question. Just two
Okay.
minutes, please.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
just brief. My name is Yusuf Kamal, calling from Sierra Leone.
All right.
Because I never installed solar.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can have a manual slip you can post, then I can photocopy it from the cafe. I want to go right. The first thing, how to set up more than 6 or 7 batteries. How
Mm,
many types of battery do we have?
mm,
The solar installation done from the from the battery.
where the battery power we connect to, or from the solar panel,
Mm,
where the battery where the cable we connect to, don't
mm.
from the battery where so I just want to know all those basic because I only install CCTV cameras and satellites
Okay.
and networking.
Okay, so no problem. Once we end this class, we will discuss on that. No, you have no issues at all.
Okay, because that's the basic I want to know first. From there,
Mm.
done. Yeah, and if you have, let us assume say 50 and 30 kV or 20 kV, 10 kV, how can you install all this
You need to
on
you
your
need
own?
to firstly get what we are talking about here before you go into the field for installation.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to ask so
Mm,
that you can help me with.
just hold on.
Okay.
Get today's lecture first. Once we end this today's lectures, we can then talk about what you're talking about. Okay, it's not an issue.
Okay.
You're
Thank,
welcome to. Yes, sir.
okay,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.
Yes, sir.
Very educated. I'm so appreciate you.
All right. You're welcome, sir. Okay, so in continuation, for today's training, we are going to be focusing on a topic we call load analysis. Please, you can write. We are focusing on a topic we call load analysis. What is load analysis? Load analysis is a calculation or series of calculations which tells you your energy need. Load analysis helps you to know and have idea of the various um, appliances that you intend to power up using the solar system. Load analysis tells you the energy being consumed by each and every of those appliances you tend to power up using the solar system. So when we talk about energy audit, load analysis is the tool which helps you to do your what, which helps you to do your energy audit. Yes, in as much as there are apps which can help you, for those of you who will be taking our advanced course, we will also introduce you to those apps that you can easily use. But before you can start making use of those apps, we always advise that you firstly would know how to do these things manually before you can now be able to use the apps. All right. So load analysis is what helps you to do your what, to do your calculations. So quickly, let us take analogy of this thing we call load analysis. Let's say, for instance, our client for tonight is Mr. Kamara, who is in Sierra Leone. So let's say Mr. Kamara has invited us to his facility for a load audit, and on getting to his facility, there are two professional questions to ask Mr. Kamara and a third question as a bonus. The first question we have to ask Mr. Kamara is to know his uh, energy audit, or we can ask him his what energy need. Yes. So the first question is to ask Mr. Kamara his what energy need. Mr. Kamara, being a new person to solar system, he might not understand what we're talking about. He can then tell us, we can then ask him to give us a list of the various appliances he wants to power up using the solar system. He can then say he wants to power up his TV, his freezer, his whatever. We will then do a basic calculation on our piece of paper, wherever we have, writing notes or writing parts, and then get back to Mr. Kamara. Getting back to him, we will ask the client the second question. What is this second question? We are going to ask the client a question of what? Backup time. We will ask our client what is his backup time. Now, asking the client his backup time would help us to know how long he wants his solar system to run. Now, when we talk about backup time, we are basically trying to say and know that the source of your solar energy is through the sun, but the sun does not stay up all day. So, uh, how long will the energy stored in the battery system last for you when you do not have what? The sun? That is what we are talking about here right now. So that is what we call what? The backup time. So is it 4 hours? Is it 5 hours? Is it 6 hours? Depending on what the client wants, we will then design that system for him. But then, as a professional, you should know and have it at the back of your mind that the higher the backup time, the higher the cost of installation. That is what you should know. All right. So, moving forward, moving ahead, we'll ask the third question, which is what? Which is a bonus question, uh, which is asking our client to know his budget. Yes, most installers shy away from this question because they feel that the client might feel offended. No, if you have weighed your client to know the kind of person he is, you can actually ask him. If you have also assessed the kind of things he wants to power up, yes, you can actually ask him what his budget is. In the case that his energy need is far more than his budget, you can now be able to advise him because you have idea of the energy need one, you also have idea of the um, budget which is meant for that project. So that is why you need to ask those questions. So three things to take into consideration: one, you ask your um, client his energy need; two, you try to know his backup time; and three, his what? His budget. Asking his budget is not what? Is not mandatory, but is also, it is necessary, very necessary to ask, but not too compulsory. All right. So I'll be sharing my screen right now. I'm gonna be sharing my screen again right now for us to have look into load analysis proper. Most faults you might be having from your solar power system, or some of the faults you might be having from your solar power system, will be on the aspect of what? Wrong sizing of your system, which begins from the what? Load analysis stage. So what you are looking at on my screen right now is a typical um, example of a load analysis table. Yes, that is what you are looking at right now on my screen. So if you want to write, you can go ahead and write, in as much as this class is also being recorded. So looking at this, let's say again, we have asked our clients. Our client has approached us and we have asked him that first question, his energy need. And Mr. Kamara has done us the favor by giving us these five appliances he wants to power up using the solar system. He wants to power up the DVD player, the light bulb, the ceiling fan, the refrigerator, and the air conditioner. These are the five appliances he wants to power up using the solar system. All right. So how then do we run a load analysis on these five appliances? It is very simple and very straightforward, but then for novices like myself, we might find it very difficult to do in the beginning. So, for us to carry out a load analysis on any facility, you have to take into consideration three standard parameters. You have to take into consideration three standard parameters. One, the quantity of appliance; two, the power consumed by the appliance; and three, the running time of that what? That appliance. The quantity of appliance typically tells you how many of the same appliance does our client intend to power up using the solar system. Let's assume our client Mr. Kamara lives in a three-bedroom apartment and he has a TV in each of those rooms, and he wants to power each of those TVs using using the solar system. Okay, so on our table of load analysis, for uh, quantity of appliance for TV, you are going to be having it to be what? To be three, because there are three TVs that he wants to power up using the solar system. Now, moving on to the next one, the power consumed by the appliance. Now, the power consumed by the appliance typically tells you the rated wattages of each and every of those what appliances he intends to power up using the solar system. How do you know the power consumed by this appliance? The power consumed by the appliance is rated in watts, like I said, rated wattages, right? And it is found on the nameplate of each and every appliance. It is found on the nameplate of each and every appliance. What is this nameplate? The nameplate is that portion or position on the body or packaging of that or that your device or appliance, which tells you everything you need to know about your appliance. You can have the name of the maker, country of make, country, current, voltage, wattage. You just go there, lift your wattage from there, and use it on your table of load analysis. Is in watts, 100 watts, 200 watts, 300 watts, 500 watts, 1 kilowatts, depending on what it is rated. Use it that way. Now the running time. The running time has to do with how long the client intends to power up those appliances. That one is also what? In watts. In hours, rather. Because it is running time, it is in hours. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. So also, you as a professional in this field, you should know and have the knowledge that the higher the running time, the higher the cost of what? Installation. How does this how does this come in place? When you say the higher the running time, the higher the cost of installation, it simply means that what? Once you have a higher running time, you are also going to be having to install a higher capacity system. So the bigger the running time, the bigger the system you're installing. And the systems have different sizes and different prices. The price of 1 kVA inverter system is different from the price of 10 kVA inverter system. So you can see that, you can picture that out in your head. Alright, so moving ahead, write down your questions please, so we take them accordingly. So now, we are now going to run a typical load analysis on these what? 5 appliances. Like I said earlier, using 3 standard parameters: quantity, power consumed, and the running time. Firstly, as you can see on my screen, like I believe that you all are seeing my screen, the information showing on my screen is exactly what we are working on. Okay, so it's exactly what we are working on right now. Okay, so you can write as I said earlier. Let's take data of these 5 appliances. For the DVD player, the quantity is 3. The power consumed is 200 watts. The running time is 3 hours. For the light bulb, the quantity is 10. The power consumed is 100 watts. The running time is 2 hours. For the ceiling fan, the quantity is 5. The power consumed is 10 watts. The running time is 4 hours. For the refrigerator, the quantity is 3. The power consumed is 500 watts. The running time is 4 hours. For the aircon, that's the air conditioner, the quantity is 1. The power consumed is 1 horsepower. The running time is 1 hour. So that is the information. Now, the big question of the day is, how do we run a load analysis on these 5 what appliances? That is what is on the minds of all of you who are in this class for tonight our training. So like I said earlier, it is what? Very simple. We are going to be making use of a very simple formula which says that what? Energy consumed is given as or equal to quantity of appliance multiplied by the power consumed multiplied by the running time. I will take it again. Energy consumed is equal to quantity of appliance multiplied by the power consumed multiplied by the running time. That is the formula you have to use. Now, how do you apply that formula? You apply it in such a way that you will get the energy consumed by each of these appliances. Sum up the answers together to give you the total energy consumption. That simply means that what? You get the energy consumed by the DVD player, light bulb, ceiling fan, refrigerator, air conditioner, and then you add everything up to give you the total energy consumption. Once you get the total energy consumption, it then becomes the energy need of Mr. Kamara's facility. I hope you all are following. Kindly indicate if you are following. Let us know that you are following. Alright, Mr. Murphy can hear us and is following. Who else? Okay. Alright, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Jason. Alright, thank you so much. So let us now finalize, okay? We have the formula. Thank you everyone. We have the formula that we are to work with. Energy consumed is given as what? Quantity multiplied by power consumed multiplied by running time. So let's start with the DVD player. 3 multiplied by 200 by 3 gives you 1800 watt hour. Please punch these things on your calculators to be sure of what we are doing here right now, okay? So for the light bulb, 10 multiplied by 100 by 2 gives us what? 2000 watt hour. For the ceiling fan, 5 multiplied by 10 by 4 gives you 200 watt hour. For the refrigerator, 3 multiplied by 500 by 4 gives us 6000 watt hour. For the aircon, 1 multiplied by 1 by 1 gives us what? 746 watt hour. Now, is there anyone who's writing? Our client, are you writing? Are you following up? What is the total energy consumed from all we have explained so far? What is the total energy consumed? Is there anyone writing who can give us the answer quickly? Can unmute yourself and talk to us? Is there anyone? All right, no one is giving us the answer. All right.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
but it's too fast. It's too fast the way you do reading. So I try to do some calculation, but it's too fast.
Uh,
So I don't know if
okay.
you can slow down a bit.
Okay, someone has said it is 10,746. Yes, I think that is the
I
answer.
don't, I don't know if you can help us. Then maybe you can provide for us so that we can make a pamphlet with it, so then we can go over it for study. Because I know that it's the first time, so you can just
Okay, Mr.
put it
Yusuf.
on, send it in our mail. Yes, sir.
I think you are there's an echo
Because
coming from you. Are you connected to a speaker or something?
no, no, it's direct, sir. Maybe it's another line, but I'm alone in the room.
Okay, because I can hear
There is
myself and
nothing.
it's really echoing.
Maybe it was the network.
Kindly mute yourself so that I can speak. All right, so Mr. Yusuf, I believe you have paid your enrollment fee, and I also believe we have sent you all the materials, which means it also means that you have not looked into the materials we have sent to you. So this particular topic is in those materials we have sent to you. We have this video added here already, and it is also in the training manual.
Yeah, you never send a manual. It's only analysis you do there. There is no.
It is there, sir. You have not looked through it so far. It is
I
there.
go by. I go by. All over this calculation that you did. I read it all over. This calculation you did. I read it all over. But I just want to do it. Yeah, I just want to do it on my own whilst you are reading the calculation that you have given now. But it spoke too fast, so that's why I did not able to calculate them. I follow every bit of everything that is going on.
All right, it's okay. No problem. No problem at all. Your side is echoing.
Good evening,
Kindly
sir.
mute yourself, sir.
Good evening.
All right. So, from what we have done so far, we have been able to see that the client energy need is what? 10,746 watt hour, right? Yes. So that is the um, information we are now going to be using to size the various what, solar components. Like I said earlier, we are fast, yes, but then when we get to the other phase, you will really enjoy the class. Okay, this is at this stage, it is the normal speed we are using because this class should run for 1 hour, and you can see the time is already running out. But then when we get to the other side of it, everything is going to be on the normal speed. All right, so please, questions now.
I want to ask a question, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
My name is Isaac A. Sharif Jr. from Monrovia, Liberia.
Talk to us, sir.
Yeah, I'm very, very much excited being part of this class, which of course it helps out a lot. Like Liberia is almost like a third world country. We are backward when it comes to technology, and these things you guys are teaching. It is true, is well noted and understood. But I want to ask: is there any way that if you can raise the some amount to come Nigeria to see these things in physical to be able to have access to them, so you can know exactly what you are doing? Because
even when you teach these things to us like 1,000 times, you go on the field, you trying to be identify all those stuffs. Library is not the kind of country I can get those things easily, bro. I'm telling you. I'm
Uh,
here. This is my country. We are back. We are behind Africa. So you don't expect us to be like Nigeria, Ghana, even Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is accessible to all of these things. They're having good system. They're having good schools. But yeah, but yeah, we are finding it more difficult because I've just registered for a solar panel school, which they cost me 150, which is one of the best. I think one of the best solar panel school in Liberia, which is A1 Tech. I just registered, so I thought it wise too as well to register online to be having some tutorial before
oh,
starting my classes.
okay, sir. Okay, sir. So we can take other person's questions. No problem at all. Just talk to us privately. Let's see the arrangement we can make for that. Okay. I think it was the last month we had a few persons from Sierra Leone who were in Nigeria to train with us. So it's not an issue at all. We can make arrangements and see how it goes from there. All right. So far so good. Questions, please. We need to wrap up now. Questions, please. From what we have learned so far.
This is Solomon from Zambia.
Okay, Mr. Solomon, go
I
ahead,
wanted
sir.
to find out on the ACDC command box. You said the how many types of breakers to use in there?
Okay, we have there are different types of breakers. We have the MCB, you have the MCCB, you have the RCB. They are all doing different things and used at different locations.
Come again, the MCBs?
The MCB, the MCCB, the RCB.
Okay.
All right. So,
You differentiate them when you showed us the artwork there, the picture.
uh,
MCCB, RCB, and the MCCB.
what I showed you is not what I read out, okay? I only showed you the breakers. The three types of breakers I showed you is they are not all there. It's just one type of breaker that is there. However, in the next training session, if you have paid your enrollment fee, you will get to see it. We'll show it to you. We'll slow down a bit, show all these things to you for you to have a better understanding of it, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
yes. All right. So we our time is fast spent, and so this is where we shall be putting a full stop to the training. Like we usually say, putting a full stop to the training does not mean that the training is over. No, it simply means that this is where the training is actually starting. And it's at this point that you are mandated to pay your enrollment fees. And it is only those who pays their enrollment fees that will continue and complete the class. Only those who pays the enrollment fees at this point that will continue and complete the class. By now, you all should know your enrollment fees. Sierra Leoneans are paying 300 leons, Ghanaians 300 Ghana cedis, Nigerians know what they are paying. South Africans are the rest. You all know what you are paying. So most of you are paying through mobile money, and a few of you are making direct bank transfers. So if you do not know how much you are to pay, and you do not have idea of the uh, payment platform or method, you can text me directly. In as much as we are still going to post this information on the training platform, text me directly so that we can be able to give you that information and you don't have to scroll over so many information on the training platform. Okay, so text me directly so that I can give it to you before I post on the platform. All right, it is a one-time payment, please. Once you pay, we are not demanding any other fee from you again. Once you pay, it covers the training material, which are the PDF and the training videos. You also get to attend live class such as this one. Okay, like I keep saying, like most of you have have complained, we are fast here. Yes, we have to be fast. This is a free class, so we have to be fast. Okay, so for you to enjoy, you have to at least spend some money before you begin to enjoy. Okay, and we promise you, once you pay the fees, you are going to really enjoy yourself. We can even spend a whole session on questions alone. We don't mind. All right, as long as you guys are getting the point and grabbing the knowledge. Okay, all right. So that is where we will leave it for today. General questions, please. Questions that we can take under 1 minute, please.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, talk to me. Just 1 minute. Go ahead.
Please, I need you to tell us. My name is Damilare from Oyo State, precisely.
Uh-huh.
The only thing I need you to tell us is that how to calculate solar panels in order to charge well the battery.
You need to pay your enrollment fees to get that, sir. If you have paid your enrollment fees already, join the next class for tomorrow to get that, sir. You cannot get that here
Okay, sir.
right now. All right.
Okay, sir. We need the payment, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, you are welcome. You are welcome. All right. Any other question concerning what you have learned so far? We can take under a minute before we go.
Good evening, sir.
Yes. Good day, sir.
I'm Andrew from Kaduna.
Okay, Mr. Andrew, talk to us, please.
It's about the auditing that is that all? About calculation?
No,
How do we
sir.
now know?
No, sir. We are just beginning the calculation. What we just did is the energy audit to know the energy being consumed by a facility. We are now going to be calculating to know the inverter size, to know the solar panel size, to know the battery
The bat
size, to know charging current, to know what determines the size of batteries, how long the batteries will last. We are still going to go into that complete system design.
okay, I paid my money today. Oh. I hope you have sent everything to me already.
It depends on you. If you have paid, which
No,
means
I paid. I
no,
paid.
no,
I paid.
no, hold
That
on,
time I
sir.
was on
We are not arguing that, sir. If you have paid, which means you must have gotten some messages from us demanding for your email address for the materials. Have we asked you that?
Well, let me check because I just came in now. I was
Exactly. So check. You will see that we have dropped you a message for your details to so we can send you the materials.
okay, sir. Okay, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, in the absence of no other question or questions, this is where we shall call it a day. We want to see you all in our next training session and our other training courses as well. If you have paid your enrollment fee, please send it in for confirmation, okay? Send it to me privately or send it to the training platform. If you don't know how to pay your fees, send me a message right now so I will send you the account details to pay so that you too will join the next training session. Um, this is where we shall be ending the class. Have a wonderful night rest, everyone. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you.
Yes, thank you.